Yo, what is good, YouTuber? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to talk about animation breakers. And we're going to use this animation breaker card on my account just so I can showcase to y'all what this is, how this works, what this does, and how to effectively use it in NBA 2K26 MyTEAM. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 50,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. So, first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk about the information 2K gave us on animation breakers and all this different new stuff, because y'all may not have seen all this. So, obviously, for one Amethyst event piece, there is a bronze animation breaker game changer card. They are different tiered animation breakers, and we don't have any above bronze as of right now, although I'm sure over the next few weeks that will change. So, basically, you can only get one as of right now, and you can only get a bronze one. I am very confident 2K is going to put higher tier ones behind paywalls. I promise y'all it's going to happen. We will see, but it's an interesting concept for sure, and I think we should talk through the little blog, I guess, that 2K dropped on this. So, obviously, you've been able to customize your My Players animations for years and years and years. You can finally do that here in MyTEAM, kind of. It's kind of odd, to be totally honest. And I will say, the first thing to know, it changes their entire animation package. So, to use it, you use it like a game changer card. You go to your collection, you scroll down to select game changer after you select a card, and you select animation breaker. Now, when you select animation breaker and you add it to a card, it becomes an unauctionable card. So, you're probably not going to want to put it on super expensive auctionable players. You're going to want to put it on other players that are already not auctionable, or maybe not as expensive realistically, because I'm probably not going to put an animation breaker on an invincible card. Not to mention, invincible cards already have amazing animations. So, the way this works, you add the animation breaker card, right? And then you can update animations. So, you just hit update animation to choose a new animation package. You're selecting the entire package. You're not changing one animation. It's not like, oh, I can change the escape to this. I can change the jump shot to this. I can change the drag back to this, and etc., etc., the dribble style to this. You don't get to choose all of them. It's changing their entire animation package. So basically, if, for example, as of right now, the bronze tier animation packages are available, higher tiers of animation packages are going to come in the future. Right now, it features several iconic players, including Shaq, Paul Pierce, Rashard Lewis, others, a bunch of gross ones, to be totally honest. There are a few good ones baked in here as well. We're about to go through, once I use this animation breaker card, and look at all of them. But you basically, I guess you can, we don't have to talk about this. This doesn't really matter, but you can basically just, when you have a duplicate, you can swap the duplicate versions or whatever, but the animation breaker card doesn't transfer over to the new card if you're keeping the new version or whatever that case may be. So you're probably going to want to keep the duplicate with the animation breaker card on them if you were to get a duplicate of that card. But that being said, I don't know, man. I'm not sure what to think of this. The fact it makes it unsellable certainly limits the value of them a little bit, which I think is probably a good thing, to be totally honest. And the fact that you can't change individual animations, I think it's good that this is the case. What is wrong with my controller? My controller's not working. I'm very confused. Huh? Is my controller broken? What in the world? My controller's working again. Weird. Okay. Well, I do have a Galaxy Opal event piece. I pulled literally one pack, and I pulled a Galaxy Opal event piece. So we're going to exchange this down into a few pink diamond pieces, then the pink diamonds to diamonds and diamonds to amethyst, so that we can have a amethyst event piece to use for this animation breaker card. And then we're going to take it, and we're going to use it. I'm not exactly sure what we're going to use it on. We got to figure that out. But we'll figure that out here in just a second. And then we're going to take a look at all the animation packages that you have available to you right now. So yeah, let's see. We'll just go ahead and redeem this here, and then we're going to go ahead and look through my collection and see who I think would be a good person to use this animation breaker on. So, the way this works, because it changes their entire package of animations to the other players' animations, you want to be pretty intentional on who you choose to put this on. So, for example, let's think. Probably somebody with a bad jumper would be my first thought. I'm thinking like this Richard Jefferson card, for example, would make sense as like or Dennis Rodman or somebody like that would make sense. I'm, to be totally honest, probably not going to use this on my account anyway, this one specifically, on any of these, any of the good cards on my team, because I don't think the bronze animation levels are all that great. So I guess we just kind of have to figure out what the best option is. Like, I think cards that would be good to use this on would be like a guy like a 100 overall Draymond Green. His shot's not very good. He doesn't have very good SIGs. You could update him potentially with a package and make him better. Maybe like a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar would be good. His shot's not very good. This bad 100 overall Shaq, for example, might be a good example. If you don't buy the Pro Pass, you don't get the good Shaq. You could update the bad Shaq and make him better, etc., etc. I think I'm going to go Richard Jefferson just because I'm not going to use it on anybody anyways, I don't think, and his shot's not very good right now at all, so I think we're going to change him and see what we think. Richard Jefferson, there we go, just like that, has an animation breaker card on him, and these are the only animations that I can actually change. Interesting. There is really not very many options as of right now in terms of actual animations you can change to. I'm sure once we get higher tier animation packages, it'll be a lot easier. But right now, Brook Lopez, Dennis Schroeder, Julius Randle, Kevin Duckworth, whose shot is horrible, Magic, whose shot is horrible, Norm Powell, whose shot is horrible, Paul Pierce, whose shot is horrible, Rashard Lewis, whose shot is horrible, Rudy Gobert, whose shot is kind of horrible, Shaq's whose shot is kind of horrible, and then Sean Marion, whose release is on quick, who also has, I mean, basic dribble style is not great. He's got Trey Escape, though. He's got Curry Cross. He's got the Vince Dragback, which is a nice SIG, of course, as well. I would say overall, Sean Marion seems like one that would probably be good. I think Julius Randle's also probably going to be solid because Julius Randle has, I mean, his SIGs aren't crazy, but he's got Paul George Escape, and he's got his shot on normal, which isn't great. I think as of right now, to be completely honest, this bronze animation breaker is not really worth using on most cards. Like maybe, for example, a big man with a bad jump shot, like a Kevin Garnett Dark Matter, or a 100 overall Kareem, or somebody like that, giving them the Sean Marion package or the Julius Randle package, probably the Sean Marion package, because I think that's the fastest jumper here, would probably make sense. And as you can see, like if I select this, all of his animations now have been updated to Sean Marion's animations. So if I go in here and I throw Julius Randle, or sorry, Richard Jefferson in my lineup, well, you'll see that when I go into the into freestyle, his animations will have all changed to what Sean Marion's animations are. Obviously, this is not going to be particularly useful on top tier cards right now. Eventually, it probably will be, but like you see, he's got Trey Escape now. He's got Vince Dragback, and he's got Sean Marion's jumper, which is a pretty fast jumper, to be fair. And it definitely makes, like, for example, it makes this card a little better, I think. He's got pretty solid animation still, and he's got a better jumper now. So, like, it definitely improves him a bit. You know what I mean? Is he elite? No, not really. And I don't think this is going to make most cards elite elites. Although, I do think it could make a guy like a Dark Matter KG, for example, a good chunk better. He's super fast, elite defender, all that type of stuff. All of a sudden, you give him this, and he's got a decent escape and a good pullback and a much better jumper and stuff like that. Same thing with a 100 overall Kareem, or other guys like that that have mid jumpers. A 100 overall Zach Edey, for example, would make sense. Now he's got Trey Escape and Vince Dragback and a faster jumper, stuff like that. Those are the types of players that I would potentially use this on. A 100 overall Yao Ming, if you have that card in your collection. Cards that are already good with bad jumpers is kind of what I'd be looking to use this on, because otherwise, and bad SIGs as well, because otherwise right now the animations in general aren't good enough. Like, it's not worth updating most cards' animations because they already have better shots than this, or better SIGs than this, or whatever the case may be. So you're definitely going to be intentional on how you choose to use this. It'll be really interesting to see what animations get unlocked with, like, silver tier, gold tier, diamond tier animation breakers, if those are also a thing, or whatever the case may be. We will see, of course, what 2K's plan is. My controller just stopped working again. I don't know what is wrong with my controller today. I guess I'll have to figure that out later. Whatever. That being said, that's going to do it for the video. I hope y'all did enjoy. Hopefully this is helpful to y'all in terms of explaining how these work. And I will say right now, the bronze one's not that useful for most cards, but there might be some cards that it is useful for. So check your collection, see who you might be able to use this on, who it might actually benefit. And yeah, as of right now, I think Julius Randle and Sean Marion's packages are the best, I will say, of the bronze tier. So I hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.